If there's one thing that we know about Vegas, we know that food and drink prices are insane compared to what you would pay in your local city. But what a lot of people don't realize is that there are a couple of hidden gems on the Las Vegas Strip where you can actually drink and eat for less than what you might actually pay in your local city. And depending on your tolerance, you might leave the restaurant drunk as hell.
What?
And I'm not even exaggerating. In today's episode of TVPVS, where we compare the best and the worst of Las Vegas, we're going to look at some happy hour specials located inside of the Miracle Mile shops, and we're going to compare flights to Ocean One Bar and Grill. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, if I told most people that when you go to Vegas, there's a couple places where if you go here, you can get you 3 drinks for less than $20 for all 3 drinks. And when you leave there, you're going to be feeling all right. Most people will probably look at me and be like,
"Stop the cap."
But we finna look at 2 of these places today. Now, inside the Miracle Mile shops, which is connected to Planet Hollywood, located directly across the street from the Cosmopolitan and the Bellagio, there are 2 restaurants that are hidden in the Miracle Mile shops that both offer great happy hour specials for people who want to get a different variety of drinks but not spend a whole lot of money. And in some regards, these are some of the best happy hour strips that you'll probably find all over the Vegas Strip, just because of the unique options that you get at both of these places. So in today's version of TVPVS, if you're not familiar with this series, I typically compare rooms at one hotel to another hotel just to see which rooms have the better options and have a scorecard that I use to ultimately determine the winner. But today we're going to do something different because I know a lot of people want to know where you can go and get good drinks but not have to pay $15 to $20 per drink. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. I'm not going to use a scorecard. I'm actually going to break the video down into different sections. We're going to talk about the atmosphere, compare the food specifically, the drink specifically. I'll talk about the service at both places, and then we'll ultimately break down the happy hour deals to see which is better than which. So let me show you how to get to flights and how to get to Ocean One, and we'll dive into the video and start comparing both places. Now, from the Strip directly, there's 2 different ways to get into the Miracle Mile shop. So we'll come down from the escalators from the Cosmopolitan, coming down that bridge, and we'll go through the first entrance, which is immediately to the right. And we'll start by going to Ocean One Bar and Grill. Once you go through those doors to the Miracle Mile shops off the escalator, you're just simply going to keep straight through that walkway, and then you'll see Lobster Me. You'll make a right, and then once you make a right, you'll head down a little bit further. You'll see Ocean One Bar and Grill to the right. Now, if you wanted to get the flights, you could just continuously just go down this walkway because it's just a big circle and it's going to just take you around 2 flights anyway, but there is a shorter way. If you were to actually go where Lobster Me is, instead of going to the right, you could actually make a left, which would also bring you to where the casino entrance would be from Planet Hollywood's casino floor. If you head down the walkway off the Planet Hollywood casino entrance, you'll just keep straight, make a right where that first walkway is to go toward the back of the Miracle Mile shops. You'll go through a couple of shops, and then once you pass these shops, you'll end up walking directly into flights. This is the faster way to get to flights instead of walking all the way around past Ocean One. All right, let's talk about the atmosphere. Let's talk about the vibe, the energy, what you can expect when you go and dine at both of these restaurants. Let's start with Flights. Flights is a nice, chill, reserved restaurant. Obviously, the name of the restaurant is Flight, so they've got the plane theme at the restaurant, but it's a cool, chill, relaxing, calm environment. The vibes is cool. The people who've always been to this restaurant are just cool, chill people who want to just relax, have a good time, eat some good food, have some good drinks, and just it's more of a chill, relaxing vibe. Now, at Ocean One Bar and Grill, the vibe at Ocean One, as it says in the name Bar and Grill, it's got more of a sports bar party type of vibe. So if you want to go somewhere where you want to have happy hour specials and you want to be around like a party vibe or more of a bar type setting, especially if you want to go like watch games during sports season, or if you just want to be in tune with the bar feel, you will probably like the vibe better at Ocean One Bar and Grill. So if you're trying to go hit up a happy hour place and you want to be more calm, relaxed, cool environment, Flights would be the place for you. If you want to go to a place that's more of sports bar party vibe, a little more energy with the people around, you probably more so want to go over to Ocean One. So that's what you can expect from the vibe and the atmosphere of both of these places. Now let's go ahead and talk about the food options. All right, so we've talked about the vibe of the places. Let's go ahead and get into the food. Now, for those of you who who are early birds and like to get up early in the morning, and you're like, well, what about breakfast? What about brunch? Both of these places open early. They have breakfast menus, so you can definitely get your breakfast fix in. Flights opens at 9 a.m. They close at 11 p.m. every day. One Bar and Grille opens at 7:30 every day. And Sunday through Thursday, they close at 11 p.m. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, they're open until midnight. So both places are open for a great part of the day. You can get your breakfast food. And then for Ocean One, they specifically have a lunch menu, and everything on their lunch menu is now $5.99. Both of these places have happy hour specials and their prices have gone up. I'll dive more into that when I get into the drinks, because that's ultimately what the happy hour specials cater around. But Ocean One specifically had a lunch menu where everything was $5 until 5 p.m. That has gone up till $5.90. That has gone up to $5.99. But it is still a lunch menu till 5 p.m. Now, when I talk about the food I've eaten at both of these places, and the food is good at both restaurants. Like, it doesn't matter which place you go to, you're gonna get food. The food's gonna be really good. And then they have a variety of different options. You've got breakfast, and then you have your brunch and lunch, and then you have your dinner menus. Literally with anything you could think of. I'll put some screenshots of photos and menus, and I'll put some B-roll of the food that I've had at the places. But at Flights, I've had their tacos and I've had sliders. The food was really good. At Ocean One, I've had the spinach artichoke dip. I've had the French dip. I've had the calamari. I've had the Cajun shrimp pasta, and I've enjoyed the food at both places. But when it comes to food quality, I will say that I would give the edge to Flights, because the food at Flights I feel has more flavor, and they're both cooked just fine at both places. The food is really good. I just like the flavor. I feel like they use more seasoning and they add more flavor to their food at Flights compared to Ocean One. Not that they don't season or flavor their food at all. I just think that there's more flavor in the food. And yes, this is a versus, so I'm comparing everything, and at the very end I will do a final breakdown to determine a winner. This isn't just a comparison video, this is actually a versus. I did not forget, but I'll save my final breakdowns for everything to the end. But we've talked about food, so let's go ahead and move on over to the drink options at both of these places. All right, now let's talk about the drinks at both of these restaurants. Now, when it comes to drinks, by the way, if some of you at this point are probably like, what the hell is a flight? We keep saying flights. Why do they call it flights? What is a flight? Long story short, or condensed, it's just literally a set of 3. So they call it a flight, and the flight comes with 3 of whatever you order. So for example, I'll put up a clip now. I got a mojito flight, and it was 3 mojitos. It was the regular mojito, it was a strawberry, and a watermelon flavor. So it's literally whatever you order in a set of 3. When it comes to drinks, I like the drink at both places. The drinks are really good. Delicious at Flights, delicious at Ocean One. When we want to talk about options and variety, this is where Ocean One's gonna get an edge. They have way more drink options and possibilities as far as drinks overall at Ocean One compared to Flights, where they have a variety of different options as well. You're gonna just get way more options than you will at Ocean One than you will at Flights. Not only do you get more options at Ocean One, the drinks without a doubt are much stronger. If you want to get drunk, when I said you can get drunk as hell, I was not exaggerating. You go to Ocean One, I don't know how they pour their drinks, but it's at least a double plus, because y'all know, if you've been following this channel for a long time, I stream every Friday, typically from 5:30ish till maybe 10 o'clock when I'm done with my after party stream. I leave Ocean One and I'm seeing stars sometimes. I feel like a whole new different person. My turn up's 10 times up. So the drinks for sure, without a question, are going to be much stronger at Ocean One. And they have more drink options. So I would definitely give the drinks edge over to Ocean One, but I'll save my final recap for all of this when we get to the last segment. But that's it for the drink section. Let's go ahead and move on to service, because I do want to talk about the service between the staff and just overall in general when it comes to these 2 restaurants. Okay, when it comes to the service, being greeted by the staff, wait times, and all of this, I wanted to throw service up here because it's very important. I'm pretty sure we all take into account, how long do I gotta wait for my waiter or waitress to get here? How long do it take for my food to get here? So I wanted to talk about the service. In all honesty, I'm not gonna give this a draw. I'll pick someone at the very end when I do my overall review of this. But I will say the service at both of these places are very, very close. Like, The one thing that I'll say about Ocean One is that I would guess it's more popular because there's always a wait time versus when you go to flights, a lot of times you could go there and you could just get seated right away, or maybe it's a couple of minutes. On average, I say the wait time at Ocean One Bar and Grill could be anywhere between 10 and 30 minutes. And I've never had to wait longer than 5 minutes at flights. But when it comes to like the staff and everyone being polite, both places have great service. I would say maybe by a slight margin, you'll get quicker times at flights, and maybe because it's not as busy as Ocean One. But I've never had bad service at either place. I've always had my orders correct. I've never had to change anything. At worst, I've been with a big group, and then we've had our server who had to go back and get different things. But again, it's busy. That's just to be expected at times. But the service is good at both places. That's one thing you won't have to worry about. If people are rude at one place versus the other, they're both cool. But I've had maybe a slight faster edge again at flights when it comes to service. Just again, like I said, because I don't think it's as busy as it is at Ocean One. But the service at both places is cool. I'll give my final conclusion at the very end. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about the ultimate part of this video in this versus is the happy hour specials. But ultimately, the whole point of this is happy hour. We got $20. We trying to get drunk, toe up, enjoy food. We want the best happy hour deals. Now, flights and Ocean One both used to be 3 for $10. If you've seen my videos before, because I have done a review of both these channels, which I will have linked in the description, they both used to have 3 for $10 drink specials. And that was what made these two very popular competitive spots because of the 3 for $10. Well, that has changed now. At flights, theirs is now 3 for $15. And then at Ocean One, theirs is actually 3 for $12 for their starter drinks. And then you can go up to premium, which is 3 for $14. And then their top, which is 3 for $16. So now with that said, let's talk about the happy hour. Flights has their happy hour rotating. So from 9 to 12, it's one segment. From 12 to 3, it's another drink. And then from 3 to 6, and then 6 to close. So theirs is in rotating hours. Versus with Ocean One, from open to close, you can get 3 to 12 drinks all day long. Doesn't matter what type of day it is. And it's not restricted to a particular drink. And it's going to be 3 for $12 with an extra kick behind it. So not only do they have that, the drink different options, so you can get 3 for $12 or even get premium liquor for 3 for $14, which still puts you $1 less than flights. They also have that lunch menu, which is just what takes things over the top. So if you have $20, you legitimately can go to Ocean One, get you 3 for $12 drinks, and you can even mix it up. You could get like a vodka, whiskey, whatever with a mixer. You can get you a specialty cocktail that they have on their menu, and you can get you a lunch item for $5.99. So the happy hour deal is just insane at Ocean One compared to flights where, like I say, their happy hour is just based around their drink. So depending on the time of the day, that will determine what your happy hour drink is. So those are my breakdowns on the vibe, the atmosphere, the places, the food, the drinks, the service, and then the happy hour specials. So let's go ahead and determine which happy hour spot is the best place for you between Ocean One and flights. Now, overall atmosphere, I'm going to give the edge to Ocean One Bar and Grill because, like I said, when we're in Vegas, we want to drink, we want to have a good time. Most people want to be around a fun party, cool vibe. And so I'm going to give that edge to Ocean One. I don't have any problems with the vibe and atmosphere of flights at all. It's just a little more quiet and reserved, and I'm not really trying to be drinking and on vacation, having a good time with people and feel quiet and reserved like I might be disturbing to people, even though no one ever complains or there's never been an issue at flights. We all just know how the vibe and atmosphere is. When you walk in, you want to make sure you're not walking in feeling like you out of place. So definitely like the vibe at Ocean One. When it comes to the food, I'm definitely going to give the edge to flights for food. Food option, like I say, both places have a lot of food options, but I'm going to give it, just because of the food quality and the flavor, I'm going to give the edge to flights because the food has just been so delicious from everything that I've had. At flights, I've gone to Ocean One sometimes and be like, okay, they could have used a little more salt and pepper, or they could have gave me a little bit of extra seasoning, a little bit of something. That's always just been my thing with Ocean One. Is the food was good. I've never not liked my food, but they could have just seasoned it a little bit more. Now, when it comes to the drinks, like I just wanted to be fair when I was doing the description of all of this, but we on the recap now, so let's just keep it 100,000. Flights is destroy. Ocean One is destroying flights when it comes to the drinks. You have way more drink options. And like I mentioned when I was talking about it before in the happy hour specials, Like me, for example, y'all know I love my Crown. I believe Crown falls into the 3 for $14 category. So you're telling me I can get Crown and Ginger Ale or Crown and Coke, 3 of those, 3 for $14, but I can't get that at Flights? Or if you like Grey Goose or your favorite vodka, at worst is 3 for $16. And then even if I don't want to do that, I can get frozen daiquiris or frozen cocktails for $3.50. It's just so many way more options. People who love mimosas and the brunch things, you can get those 3 for $12. It's not even close. The drinks for sure are gonna go to Ocean One, and they strong as hell. I'm telling y'all, if y'all been to Ocean One, you know the drinks is crazy strong. When it comes to service, I will give the slight edge, like I said, to Flights, probably on a 50.5 to a 49.5 edge, like I said, because the couple of times that I've gone to Flights, it hasn't been as busy and the staff has been friendly and they've come right away. And I really honestly think that just comes down to how busy the place is. Ocean One, I've never had a bad experience. I've never complained, but the wait times for some people will just make them leave. So that goes as a part of service. So I'm gonna give the slight edge to Flights because of the wait times and then just how busy it can be. Because I know some people just don't have patience. We're in an impatient society nowadays where people can't be patient. So the impatient people not going to Ocean One, they going to Flights. And then the last one, happy hour specials. This is just gonna go to Ocean One. Ocean One's got the happy hour. The lunch menu is what sells it to me when it comes to both of these places. You're talking about you can go somewhere from 12 to 5 and you have a variety of different food options for $5.99, and you can get 3 drinks for $12 all day long. For all of the beer drinkers, y'all could get 4 beers, which are $3 all day, or it might be $4 now, but I believe it's still $3, and you can get 4 beers for less than 3 flights at $15. Like, it's insane. Like, the happy hour specials at Ocean One is why I spend most of my time going to Ocean One. Strong drinks, great food. I can switch up what I want, and I know for $20 I can get drinks and food. You can't beat that. Flights can't compete with that at all. And for those of you who have been to Vegas and been to both of these places, you probably favor Ocean One more so because of that. So gotta give the edge for the happy hour specials and the best happy hour Miracle Mile battle to Ocean One. Ocean One is the spot that I would tell people and continuously tell people to go to, because $20 gonna get you a long way. Seen a lot of y'all videos. I'm pretty sure y'all seen me on Instagram after I left Ocean One feeling good. And the alternative, which is why I wanted to do this versus, is if you go to Ocean One and it's a long wait and you don't want to wait, just go on down and go to Flights and you'll still get good food, and you can still get those 3 for $15 specials depending on the time of day. Now, if you've been to Flights and Ocean One, comment below and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the food versus food. Let me know what you think about the drinks. And then let me know what you think about the happy hour specials. Do you think Ocean One's the better overall happy hour spot compared to Flights? Would you say Flights you actually think has the better happy hour special and you would prefer to go there? Comment below. Let me see the engagement and y'all thoughts on this topic. Because one thing we all love is to be able to drink for cheap. Both of these places will give you the option to get 3 drinks for less than $20. Ocean One just gonna give you the option to get 3 for less than $20 and probably have you staggering on the way out if you can't handle your liquor. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you all enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thanks for watching.